This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. You take a look at the Suns, and it's the Suns to start out. Hayden with it. Irving picks him up. Here's Paul. Finds the bottom from 13 feet out. And Grant, no shortage of athleticism on display tonight. Something you'd know a little bit about.
Well, you know, B.A., in my younger days, I might have caught a few guys, but maybe we'll see a few highlights tonight, too.
Now here's Paul. Takes the three, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
There's so much confidence in his ability to make range shots. Chris Paul knocks down the three.
Harris outside. Durant inside. And he converts the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the Nets with possession here. It's a three-point game. Off target from the baseline.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
And, of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer, fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. And now locked in his next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets. A great deal for him and a great deal for his squad.
And while it can hurt you from outside, Devin Booker has a very rounded game with his shot.
Yeah, last few years, Booker has taken more mid-range jumpers. He feels comfortable pulling up from anywhere in the half court. I mean, he's learning to take whatever the defense gives him.
Sinks it from distance.
Kyrie Irving gets off the ball, goes to the catch-and-shoot game. Yeah, that's pure.
To the inside. Here's Crowder. And Durant with the block. Harden with it. Now guarded by Booker. Out to Harris. And the Nets, another three.
Passing may be the most overlooked aspect of Kevin Durant's game, but you know he wants his teammates to feel good.
Now here's Booker to the middle. Ayton inside. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Harden. Outside Irving. Back to Harden. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. There's a screen by Aldridge. Up and over Crowder. And the Nets tack on 2 more.
Where Kevin Durant has really grown is manipulating pick and roll, making the right read, and this guy just adapts and adjusts so quickly.
First quarter.
Now here's Paul. He's got 5. Pass to Bridges. To end the run. And the Suns miss again. The Nets with the lead. Stolen by Booker. Over Harden. And again, it's the Suns missing. Pass to Harris. Stolen by Bridges. Here's a three from Paul. Aldridge pulls down the board. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, LaMarcus Aldridge.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
All right, who's coming out to the court? Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution.
Mills with it. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Millsap a screen. The Nets need to get off a shot here. Down low. Johnson.
Cameron Johnson.
Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Pass to Mills. Stolen by Payne. Here's Šarić. Offensive rebound. Back to Nader. And stolen by Irving. And Griffin slams it in.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Payne drives. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Plays like that, so easy for him.
And here is Irving. Millsap for 3. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Nets, up 2. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the
Brooklyn Nets. Bang, your Brooklyn Nets.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, they came out with a physical presence and made rebounding a priority.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Inside. Here's Booker. And it's all tied up.
Part of why Devin Booker has been an all-star, never afraid to mix it up on the interior.
Here's Harden. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. Harden's got his first points of the night.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
You know, I'm not sure James Harden has ever been labeled a point guard, despite the fact that he's a great facilitator. But last year, boy, that's exactly what he became. He took that challenge and ran with it.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Booker with the jam.
How great is it that the body control by Booker is there when he's driving and finishing at the rim?
Pass to Harden. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And it was Kyrie Irving who vocalized that Harden should play the point.
You never know exactly what Kyrie's thinking, but boy, his IQ is unbelievable. He knew the dynamic between himself, Harden, and Durant, and when he told James to play the point guard, that is when this team took off.
And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
Soft touch off the glass. Paul's got 7.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Up top, Mills. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Back to Harden. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Crowder with a steal.
They've done a lot of good things today, but one area they need to improve is their ball security.
Here's Ayton, and he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
You get a sense there of how challenging it is to guard DeAndre Ayton. Gets good position, makes the defense react.
Ayton hits them both. And Doris, you know a thing or two about dropping dimes from your college playing days. I've seen it. So in your opinion, who's the best passer in the league today?
Boy, this is not an easy answer, PA. Chris Paul is going to go in the Hall of Fame as a point guard, and he manned that position, and for a good decade, he was one of the best in the business. But if I were saying best ever and best right now, it's hard for me to go away from LeBron James. His vision, his creativity, his ability to make the game easy for his teammates, I'd say LeBron James.
And the foul on Chris Paul. That's foul number 2 for him.
14. Now, into the lineup for your next.
Suns on D. Stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. The pull-up J.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Tipped away. Oh, stolen by Harden. Harris on the wing. Outside Irving. Pass to Durant. Paul with a steal. And stolen by Irving. Right side Harden. There's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. 1:27 left in the second period. Goes up on the wing. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Pass to Paul. This one for 3. With the second effort. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I just have so much respect for how Jay Crowder plays the game. This guy works so hard for every single minute he's out there, and you love seeing that.
So the Nets making a switch here.
Well, you think about Jay Crowder's career, he has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always had an impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
Here's Ayton. Out to Bridges. It's Bridges on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall. Bridges has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy's dangerous as a shooter.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Here's Paul. He has 7. On the wing, Crowder fires the 3. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. The baseline, Jay. Off the left rim and out. And it's Phoenix's ball. Here's a 3 from Paul. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Nets. So the Nets making a switch here.
Coming up on the floor for your Knicks, Paul Millsap.
Here's Irving. Harris outside. And the 3 off target.
The score, your Nets 23, the Suns 26.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. So it's Brooklyn now. They trail by 3. Outside Harden. To the inside. Here's Durant. Yep, that one goes. Durant's got 8 points.
How about the balance from Durant? More strong than you would think that frame suggests. Able to finish through contact is KD.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
They set the screen. Harris outside. Knocks down the long J. Harris has got his second basket on the night.
One thing I love about Joe Harris, he has now become confident in catch-and-shoot situations. He wants to be assertive.
Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. The three. And it's Harris with the rebound.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
So they take the lead. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Inside. Here's Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Boy, look at how natural DeAndre Ayton looks in the pick and roll. This guy is smart. He understands how to navigate.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who'd made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. And the Nets making a change here. Outside Payne. To the middle. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Pass to Harden. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Bridges. Phoenix with the ball. Here's Nader. Here's McGee. And that one's good. A nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Inside Harden is such a tough cover. You know he's clever enough to turn any good defense into a foul.
Outside Payne. Here's Šarić. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Boy, one thing you love about Dario Šarić, his ability to pass as a big man. This guy has great vision and the ability to deliver the basketball.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Harden. Harden missing again.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And here's Payne outside. He buries it from 3. And it's a 5-point Suns lead. And Dario Šarić, almost like a store-brand version of Jokic with how he can create.
Oh, that's a great description because there are some fantastic store brands. He's got that same skill set, right? This guy is always going to find a way to contribute because he's got such a well-rounded offensive game.
Now here's Payne. 5 points in the game. Tries again. The Suns need to get off a shot. Puts one up from 19. He's off on that one. And Brooklyn will go the other way with it. Outside Harden. With the drive. And a nice finish on the layup. And now just a 1-point Suns lead.
It is so difficult to guard Harden on the drive. Tremendous finishing at the hoop, but he's also elite at drawing fouls.
Out to Bridges. Pass to McGee. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup. McGee's got his second bucket of the night.
I like that. Punch it inside. You usually end up with a good shot and or get fouled.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Here's Bridges. Back to Payne. Oh, stolen by Harden. And now the Nets on the break. And here's Mills for three. He drops it from range. Mills has got his first 3 points of the game. Here in the second half, these teams still neck and neck.
I really like how each team is matching the other's intensity.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. Nets out in front. They lead by 2. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Phoenix calls timeout. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. This is anyone's game. So he told them, stay aggressive, stay hungry. We can't afford to let up on the energy out there. He's hoping they'll finish with a flurry. Guys.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken it.
Yeah, and something else that served them well are all the turnovers they've caused and the points that have come along with those. Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Right side Brown. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. Back to Brown. Oh, from deep. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. And there's the foul. It'll go on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Paul. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Chris Paul not only has a great handle, but man, his footwork is so good.
The drive by Irving. And he comes up with a bucket.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Into the lane. Paul with the bucket.
Boy, we think of Chris Paul as the master of setting up teammates, but when he starts to cook, look out.
So the Nets making a switch here. The Nets with a lead.
James Harden.
Outside Irving. Here's the three. Knocks down the triple.
Well, Kyrie Irving is a three-level scorer. The three-point shot is definitely in his arsenal.
Down low. Here's Ayton. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
DeAndre Ayton unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Outside Durant. Driving to the basket. Pass to Griffin. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Harden. For 3. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here.
First team foul.
And they recover it. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now Harden. On the take. Shot clock at 5. Goes back up. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns trailing. Bridges with it. Durant covering. Left side Booker. Outside Paul. To the paint. Crowder. And Crowder with the jam.
Boy, I love the strong finish from Jay Crowder. He doesn't settle on the layup, demonstrates his impressive vertical.
So the Nets making a switch here. Stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. Moving it up. And Booker with the jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Stolen by Booker. Pass to Ayton. To take the lead. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Ayton's got 4 points now in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Suns.
Their activity at the defensive end has been impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Yeah, I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. Their second chance points have been coming in bunches.
He shoots again. That shot off. Oh, great D that time from Harris. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game.
Team second.
Here's Harden. Tries to snap the cold streak. He connects. And he's tied it up. What a shot.
And the stakes were high right there. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is. And this is so critical. They now have to score every trip up the floor.
I'll tell you, they better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
Tipped. Stolen by Bridges. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
I am very confident that Chris Paul is a future Hall of Famer. Not only accomplished between the lines for well over a decade, both offensively and defensively, but years and years of service for the good of the game.
There's 21 seconds left in the game. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's the Suns with the ball. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
I think what you like most about DeAndre Ayton is probably how efficient he is on the offensive end. Now, obviously, the next step, he's got to raise his game and defensive intensity on that end of the floor.
Back to Irving. Shoots over Paul. No good from the left block. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure toward